Kumbhik. Today's story, author Raja Sharma sir. There are 5 types of important men: Ashvi, Sugandhi, Kumbhik, jealous and shunned. Here is a new story by Raja Sharma sir that will shake you to your core and make you think about the direction today's youth is heading. How crime and sin are being viewed as masculinity and bravery. Don't forget to like and share this powerful story by Raja Sharma ji. When he passed his 10th grade exams and came to the city hostel for further studies, he was utterly innocent. Although he was the son of a village landlord, he was simple and naive. His name was Ravichandran, but in the hostel, his friends called him Panditji. He didn't eat meat, fish or eggs, nor did he drink or smoke. But he would drink 2 glasses of milk every morning and evening. That hostel had a notorious reputation. The city boys living there were often involved in activities that could only be described as crimes. But being the sons of rich families, they used their wealth to silence the victims, particularly the local women and girls. There was a boy in the hostel named Bhavani Thakur, a very powerful figure. Every week or so, he would somehow capture a poor woman laborer or a young girl and bring her to the small room on the hostel roof. Then with his friends, he would do unspeakable things to her, acts that could only be described as rape. After they were done, Thakur and his friends would hand the victim 300 or 400 rupees, and she would leave silently, because even after a full day of labor, she could hardly earn 20 rupees. That evening, there was an uproar in the hostel because Thakur had brought an extraordinarily beautiful laborer girl to the rooftop room. First, he violated her, and then one by one, 5 other boys entered the room to do the same. When they emerged, their faces were glowing as if they had just conquered a mighty fortress. Each time a boy left the room, the others whistled and cheered for his manliness. Suddenly, a few boys grabbed Ravichandran or Panditji by the arm and pushed him into the room. Ravichandran had never even imagined in his wildest dream that he would be locked in a room with a naked woman like this. After about 10 minutes, he started pounding on the door loudly. As soon as the door opened, he rushed to the bathroom. When he came out, he was soaked, as if he had just doused himself with water. From within, voices were haunting him, mocking him. Kumbhik, Kumbhik, impotent. He wanted to curse those boys, to scold them for how they had collectively violated that poor woman. But instead, he ran far from there. He could still hear the laughter of that girl who had laughed out loud when she saw his panicked state inside the room. She had also taunted him, saying, Kumbhik, important. You can't do anything. Go, send someone else. The night is still young and there's more money to be made. Ravichandran cried all night in his room, thinking about what had happened. The next day, when he was leaving the hostel for good, the words Kumbhik, important, still echoed in his ears. But his heart was at peace, for he wasn't ashamed of being called important. What would have truly shamed him was if he had proven his manhood by violating that poor laborer. By the time he reached home, he had convinced himself that he wasn't important or Kumbhik. He was a liberator, the one who had set that girl free without even laying a finger on her. Thank you.